Give it up for Mr. Michael Furr!
Ryleigh's Oyster House. How's everybody doing tonight?
Woo!
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting local comedy. Thank you so much. We almost did it, guys. We have almost survived this election together. Give us a round of applause for that. We have all survived. All right, now, applause or hands. Who had to block, unfollow, or unfriend someone to avoid their political discourse? Yeah, yeah. So was it someone in the family or was it a friend?
All of the above.
All of the above, yes. Yeah, I was really lucky because I did not have to block either of my parents. I didn't have to block my mom because she supports Hillary, so I'm cool with that. And I didn't have to block my dad because luckily he's dead. I was like, whew, dodged a bullet. Whew, thank God. I mean, I'm sure my dad probably would have supported Hillary, but there's another part of me that thinks maybe he would have supported Gary Johnson. In which case, I'm just glad he's not with us, because you can't unlearn something like that once you know it. You lose your respect boner for someone when you learn they support Gary Johnson. Real flaccid. I can't wait for the election to be over because I want to go back to arguing about frivolous things. I want to argue about things that are not going to end friendships, okay? I want to start arguing about the things we used to argue about. Mac versus PC, PlayStation versus Xbox, socks with sandals, yay or nay. Although there are very clear answers, and it's Mac, PlayStation, and nay. Those are the correct answers. It is not up for debate. I will fight any of you if you disagree with me. I want to go back to thinking about frivolous shit. Like, do pro-life people eat eggs? And then when they do, are they obligated to go, that was a delicious chicken? I want to go back to thinking about frivolous shit like that Discover Card commercial where the girl calls customer service and she doesn't realize she's talking to her twin sister. Why don't you know where your sister works? If you have any inkling that your twin sister works for any part of Discover Card, why are you waiting on hold calling the 1-800 number? I have a brother who works for General Motors. I have not paid for an oil filter in nearly 20 years. It's called nepotism, get with it. Hit her up on Facebook, it's much easier. I want to think about frivolous shit again. I'm done thinking about all this heavy shit. I'm done arguing with my friends because they're stupid and their opinions are terrible. And they're tired of hearing me tell them that. This will be the 4th presidential election that I have voted in. Yes, which means I am way too old to know how to use Snapchat. I have no idea what's going on with that. I've filtered, turned into a dog, I don't understand. It's just an icon, it means nothing, it's just taunting me. I'm gonna turn 37 this year. I'm gonna turn 37. I know, please applaud for me. I haven't died yet, please applaud. I just had my first pregnancy scare though. Finally happened. Because I was having sex with a 20-year-old dude and I realized, wow, 20 years and some months ago, I was still having sex with women. Is your mom a slutty raver named Star? Have you ever met your dad? Oh. But his mother's name was Karen, so I was like, okay, good, you can finish. Because he had to leave and get up early tomorrow for school, I understand. And it wouldn't have been awkward if I had been his father, because he'd already started calling me daddy, so we were building that relationship. I don't get invited to cool stuff anymore. I used to get invited to cool stuff all the time when I was younger, and now I don't get invited. I used to get invited to raves and parties and warehouse parties, spend all day getting ready for some Alice in Wonderland themed rave, paint my body up like a caterpillar so at midnight I could become a butterfly. Thanks to ecstasy. The coolest thing I got invited to this year was a charity fashion show to raise awareness about anal prolapse. I went to that fashion show though, and here's a fun fashion tip. Assholes are out this year. It's mostly due to prolapse. It's very serious. Should not laugh. It's very serious. I'm getting older, and also somehow I'm getting proportionately gayer. I was shocked too. I didn't think it was possible. But it's happening. I used to just be one of those guys who'd be like, I don't know, let's just drink some beer and play some Tekken. Maybe we'll take our shirts off. Who knows what'll happen. And now, I punctuate sentences by clicking acrylic nails at people that I'm not wearing. Always flipping an imaginary weave. I could just get that weave. That would solve that problem. That seems like the next thing. It took me 37 years, and I finally bought my first piece of rainbow clothing. Finally did it. It's a rainbow t-shirt that just says, gay as fuck. Because everybody needs to know how gay I am. and guess how gay I am? I'm gay as fuck. And I'm just gonna change my Grindr profile to just be that t-shirt that just says gay as fuck. Because I cannot stand those guys who try to hit you up who are like, I'm looking for a real, straight acting, no femme, masculine only, manly kind of guy. And I'm like, oh, I get it. You think I'm that because in my picture I'm wearing a baseball cap? No. I am gay as fuck. I'm just wearing this baseball cap because I am bald as fuck. And I need to cover it up because I am self-conscious as fuck. Because growing up, man, my mother was critical as fuck. And I have not worked through it yet because I can't afford the therapy. I am broke as fuck. Therapy is expensive. I don't like that term straight acting. A lot of gay guys use that. Oh, I'm very straight acting. Really? Are you a guy on Grindr? Because I'm pretty sure you downloaded this app so that you can suck a dick. I hate to be the one to break it to you. Straight guys don't act like that. That'd be great. It would be great. Not necessarily the case. The other term a lot of gay guys use on Grindr is discreet. Oh, are you? You're very discreet. Picture of your butthole is how you introduced yourself to me. You're very discreet, I can tell. Does discreet mean like before you blow some guy you just met at a bus depot, like you unleash a small lace fan? Very discreet. I'm gonna bang you, but I'm only gonna show you my wrist. Like a geisha. And mask for mask is the other one. Mask for mask. Which a lot of straight people like mask. No, it's mask, like masculine for masculine. Although there's a lot of that kind of mask too going on in the gay community, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of masks, harness, leather, chains. We might be sissies in the street, but in the bedroom we are He-Men. Actually, I think in the bedroom we're snow tires, I think is how that works. With all the rubber and chains, cracking of asphalt. That's right, that's a pun, an ass pun. So I already talked about being bald, and I'll show you how bald I am. I'm this bald, that's how bald I am. I also like to tell people that this is just a very sexy European haircut. They don't know. Like, oh, you haven't been to Milan? It's all the rage. They remove the front, thin it out in the middle, and then some plaque psoriasis for texture and color. If you were Milano, you would love it. If you were Alyssa Milano, you'd really love it. I like being bald, though. It has informed every fiber of my being, though, going bald. It really has. Like, I can no longer be religious. Because, like, what God would forsake me to be this bald and then still wake up with a cowlick every morning? I've been praying about it a lot, and nothing has changed. So he must not be real. We need better bald role models, too. We need better bald leading men in Hollywood. Like, we have a couple, you know, like Bruce Willis is a good bald leading guy. Jason Statham is a good one. And, like, Woody Harrelson, he's, like, a good bald leading man. He's been bald forever. But, like, even Woody Harrelson has to wear a wig. Like, in the Hunger Games, he, like, had to wear a wig. Like, can you imagine when they were pitching him that movie? Like, hey, Woody, we've got a great role for you. You're gonna play an alcoholic in a dystopian future where children fight each other to the death on television for food rations. But that hairline, it's a real downer. It's a real bummer. So regardless of our differences in political opinions or gender identity or race or blah, 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 all that stuff, let's just agree on one thing that will unite us all together, that the most important piece of punctuation, and we can all agree, is the comma, specifically in the sentence, "You can come inside, children." It's a very important comment. Thanks, guys. My name's Michael Furr. Have a wonderful